Good morning, and welcome back to the 21-day Resiliency Series titled Embracing Your Personal Failures. It is great that you are back with us. It is good that you have been promoting us. Believe me when I say we are excited for the promotion, we are excited for the support, we are excited for the circulation of information about our developing YouTube channel. So keep doing what you're doing, keep supporting us, keep telling others about us, and together we will be transported from the locations where we have failed to the locations where we will not just succeed, but where we will thrive. We ask today that if you do like the content of our videos, that you do tap the like button. If you have not subscribed and are viewing for the first time or for the second time but have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe at this time, and again continue to share the content, and we are sure that many persons will benefit and that you will as well. We are prepared to share with you the if reason why we should embrace our personal failure. That's a question for you. How do you know you are strong? What makes you believe you have greater strength than you currently have experienced in your life? Have you ever had to discover who you are in a storm? Have you ever had to discover that the illusion of your strength, of your inner strength, the strength that you presupposed that you had, that you have always thought of yourself of having, have you discovered, or have you been in a situation, in a storm, when that perception of yourself was tested, when your strength came under test, and you discovered that you are either stronger than you thought, or that you are moderately weaker than you thought, or that you are completely weaker than you thought, or that that strength that you presupposed you had, that illusion that existed in your mind, at least you discovered that it was an illusion. How was that experience for you? How did it work out for you? How did you feel about yourself after the fact? Failure does not expose our weakness, we have discovered. Failure exposes our hidden strength. Failure is like this mirror that exposes us to not the falsity or the falsities that we have believed of ourselves, but our real self. Failure exposes us to our inner strength. And that's what this series is all about. Before life tests us, before we are tested at the core, we live with the illusion that we have greater strength than we actually have, or that we have less strength than we actually have. There is in us that level of resilience that we tap into only when we are tested to that degree. The threshold to which we are tempted, the threshold to which we are tested, the threshold to which we are buffeted at the core becomes real to us only when we are tested to that level. So it is not true that we have little strength within us, but that we have allowed ourselves, we have trained ourselves, we have exposed ourselves to a particular threshold, which when challenged exposes us to the weaknesses that we have fed in our lives. And when I say weaknesses, I'm referring to the degree of growth that we have experienced. How do you know that your muscles are strong? Those of us who enjoy lifting at the gym, how do you know you are strong if you stay at the same repetition level all the time, or that you keep staying with the same weight level all the time? How do you know you are strong if you don't push yourself to the next level, if you don't push your limits? How do you know you're not strong? Unless you allow those muscles to experience the tension that they need in order for them to expand, in order for you to grow. Life has a secret truth that we can only get exposed to when we are tested. That test generally brings us to the point of realization, which we often refer to as failure. But is it failure, or is it exposure to our core? Is it failure, or is it an exposure to the limitations that we have placed upon ourselves? And this is the reason why I strongly do believe that failure is never final. As long as there is breath in us, as long as there is an exposure to this life, there is in us the potential for greater resilience that we can tap into in times of adversity. And this is where our ability to embrace our failures come in. Failure acts like a mirror, not the type that shows what's not real, not the type that has all those filters. But failure is like this mirror that shows you what's real. In a day of social media, when filters can be used for so many things, failure isn't like the filters of social media. Failure exposes you to what is real. Failure exposes us to what is real in us. Failure does not expose us to only what we have polished or what is polished, but failure exposes us to what is unpolished and what is disturbing to the eyes. Failure exposes us to what is real. Failure strips away the mask. Failure strips away the plans that we have. Failure exposes us to the mask that we generally wear. Failure exposes us to the plans that we have made. Failure exposes us to the plans that we need to make. Failure exposes us to the task that we have not completed. Failure exposes us to the lack of our preparation. Failure exposes us to what is real. Failure leaves exposed what we have not done, what we need to do, where we need to grow, where we have not grown. Failure exposes us to our strengths. Why say failure exposes us to our strengths when it exposes our weaknesses? Well, until you have been exposed to what we have not paid attention, we don't know the degree of our strength. When our plans fall apart, that's how we know how strong we are. When our plans are successful, that's how we know how strong we are. When our support system collapses, that's how we know how dependent we are, or how independent we can be, or how interdependent we can become, or that we should be. When people walk away from you, that's how you find your voice. When others speak on your behalf, when others rally around you, when your support system is a lot greater than you have been exposed to your weaknesses, you don't know how much strength you have, how much you need to grow. And that's why it's important that we pay attention to our failures. So when things have not worked out the way that we want, when things have not worked out the way that we anticipate, we have an opportunity to not just tap into the support systems that we use to have or that we are known to have. We need to tap into our ability to go beyond the challenges to which we are exposed. Failure exposes us to our inner strengths. I'm making the point that failure is not the end of our strength, but an exposure to our awareness level. When we get to the point of understanding our limitations, that's when our strength is exposed. Psychologists refer to this as post-traumatic growth. It is the phenomenon where people become a lot stronger, a lot wiser, a lot more enduring of pain or difficult circumstances after having gone through an adverse period or some significant level of adversity. Failure exposes us to our inner strength. There is a spiritual truth attached to the experience as well. When we are stripped of those things that seem to have provided us with certainty, those things that gave us the guarantee, that those things that confirmed our availability to serve and to serve in some areas, to be strong at times and to speak loudly. When we are stripped of all of this, we begin to ask ourselves, how would I move forward? What is it that I need to do? How am I going to go beyond now? And that is where our spiritual experience becomes even more meaningful, because we are now exposed to our limitations and we can tap into the presence power of divinity. I believe that divinity is available throughout this universe to all who would seek to tap into their spirituality. And that is where we are able to have strength beyond our human limitations. So, what should we do when we are exposed to our failures? Recommendation 1 is discover that you are now being exposed to who you are. 2, do not see failure as defeat. See it as an exposure to your awareness of yourself. 3, embrace the awareness of yourself as a catalyst, as an energizer, as motivation, as a springboard to where you need to get, as a pathway to where you need to go. Failure exposes us to our inner strength. Thank you for coming by on day 8. We are happy that you were here, and that we ask that you do return on day 9 when we continue with this amazing 21-day resiliency series where we are looking at embracing your personal failure. If you like the content of our videos, tap the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and as always, as we appreciate you, help us have others appreciate us as well by sharing the link. Thank you, and looking forward to seeing you on day 9.